Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be the first of a best of 5. This is going to be the third and fourth place matchups or series to decide those placements. This is going to be a human versus night elf. And yeah, first of all, of course, a little message from me. I do apologize immensely about the rather slower than usual, I guess, or just usual, um, paced uploading. It's been a week since my last one. Actually, it's been more than a week. But yeah, I guess it's kind of difficult to find the time to sit down and cast best of fives, especially best of fives. Um, thank God there's no best of sevens nowadays in Warcraft 3 tournaments. But anyway, I don't think there's much of best of sevens in normal tournaments anyway. But yeah, the map's on Twisted Meadows. On the top right, we have Yumiko spawning in as the red human player. He was knocked out by Tho in the losers bracket. And we have XiXi, the blue night elf player, who got knocked out by Infi in the winners bracket. So yeah, XiXi's gonna go for the Warden first. I guess it's pretty standard to, or it's not that uncommon to not see the Warden coming out in Twisted Meadows, since there's so many creep camps anyway. I guess you could say it's beneficial for the Warden. Plus, it's a pretty big map. I guess her mobility with her blink is very useful in big maps like this. Of course, it's extremely useful in small maps like Echo Isles and Secret Valley, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Got this little tickling at the back of my throat. Hopefully it doesn't affect too much. Yumiko is looking to probably pick up a Shadow Priest himself, and yes, he will be doing that. His first hero is going to be a Mountain King, which is pretty interesting to see coming out in Twisted Meadows, generally because it's, you know, it seems a lot easier to just get an Archmage, Elementals, and then go straight for a Mercenary camp, which has the Rock Golem. The Rock Golem that drops a pretty good item, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen for this one. Yumiko instead is going to be moving out rather aggressively as well. He is going to move out with Militia as well, so there we go, Stormbolt, and we're going to go for a Surround. Invulnerability potion will be used on the Warden. Level 2 will be gained, and will the Warden put a point into Blink? I believe she should as soon as the potion runs out of time. Now note that the potion wasn't 15-second invulnerability potion, so it did last quite a long time. But of course, XiXi did make the decision in using that item compared to a TP scroll early on, so great usage over there. I am having a little bit of stuttering. Hopefully that doesn't occur too much. It's actually been a while since I've recorded, so I think my computer might not be too used to it anymore. But yeah, hopefully that does not affect things too much. The Mountain King, of course, wasn't able to pick up any kills early on. I believe the first kill was from a Wisp, which the foeman did kill during the creeping, so yeah, I guess that explains where that bit of experience came from. We also have a second Shadow Priest being hired up. I believe this is the second one, otherwise this is the very first one that was stolen. Okay. Shadow Priest was attacking the Berserk for a little while. We're going to have a Shadow Strike to take care of that Shadow Priest. But the second one gets picked up anyway. Okay. So far, no level 2 just yet for the Mountain King, but he is making his presence known around these parts, I guess. Boots of Speed, maybe TP Staff. It looks like it's just going to be the boots for now. I don't think she needs TP Staff as of yet, since she does have her Blink ability. Yumiko will most likely go into Keep Tech. It doesn't look like his Mountain King is going to move out and try and clear out a gold mine. So yes, that is going to be happening. Keep Tech on the way. Now, people usually go Huntresses with Night Elves anyway, so that's probably going to be the course for XiXi. Does he have a second Ancient of War? He is going Huntresses, and second Agent of War, so it is definitely going to be mass Huntresses early on, and it does look like we might have an expanded team coming in from XiXi as well. Where's the Warden? Oh, there's the Warden, okay. Is going to bring the creep camp over here. We do have the Mountain King moving out with his army. Doesn't look like much is happening for both sides. They are just passively farming, passively creeping the, I guess, neutral camps, maybe get good items. I mean, neither player has hit the really rewarding items, mainly the Goblin Laboratory camps. My mistake for calling them mercenary camps. I got them mixed up with these ones. Alright, we do see level 3 being picked up or being attained for the Warden. We also have a Brutus Beam being picked up from that Ogre Magi. Probably not the luckiest event for the Warden, especially since she bought her first one from the merchant. She's gonna sell the first pair. Okay, she likes the second one and much better. Tree of Life is gonna be placed down next to the gold mine. I honestly don't recall if other races could do this, fit this so perfectly. I don't know if this is the only side that actually prefers for Night Elves, but it definitely is on this side. Mountain King, he is looking for a couple of kills on those wisps. He did get level 3 pretty quickly as well. I mean, compared to the Warden, who was at a level advantage a couple minutes ago, they were able to be evened out. We have a TP staff for the Mountain King, so if absolutely required, then he will be coming in to try and defend. We have an Archmage as the second human player, second human hero for Yumiko, and we're gonna have the Arcane Vault probably taken out. Nope, does not look like that's going to be the case just yet. The Mountain King is going to get off a Stormbolt and a kill on that Huntress, so we'll be able to force XiXi away from this Arcane Vault. Now, the Archmage second, it's one of the most, I guess it's one of the two pathways that you can go as a Mountain King. Actually, it's one of three, I guess. Two of them are mana battery-like options, Blood Mage and Archmage. Of course, the third one is just the standard Mountain King Paladin, just straight up damage as well as a very good reliable heal. But that's going to be the case for now. We are going to have the Archmage coming out. Interesting enough, we are going to have a couple of riflemen being trained up for Yumiko, and pretty smart for him because Night Elves are pretty much in a catch-22 situation when facing humans anyway, because they tend to go double Druid, double Ancient of Lore anyway, and you usually open that up with a couple of Dryads. But before, you opened up with Huntresses, which both units are pretty vulnerable to Riflemen, so yeah, you can probably understand this predicament for a Night Elf player. Honestly, maybe a little annoying that we are having like minor freezes. Hopefully next game I will be able to fix that, because this is very bad showmanship from me, to be fairly honest. Anyway, like I said, Goblin Laboratory Camp drops pretty good items. We are going to have a Sobi Mask being dropped here, and it will probably be given to the Mountain King. But currently the MK is out of inventory space. Of course, the Archmage could just hold on to it for himself. I mean, he is going to be summoning elementals as soon as possible anyway. XiXi picking up a Pandaren Brewmaster as his second hero, probably the most popular, most common secondary hero for the Warden. So yeah, nothing bad about that. We do have the Illyria's Flute of Accuracy being picked up and given to the Panda, so that is going to be increased damage for ranged units. XiXi is going to be under attack for a little while. Yumiko is targeting those moon walls rather nicely, rather smart as well on his part, but he is also thinking about placing towers. So placing down towers probably to secure his flank as well as just fortify this location. Stormbolt able to pick up a couple of kills for Yumiko. We have an Ogre Mauler being hired up by the mercenary camp as well. We have a slow. I have no idea where that slow came from, but that was a slow. Do we have a mud golem anywhere? Oh, no. Never mind, we have sorceresses out. Rather foolish of me to think that there was a mud golem. I mean, humans already have their innate sorceresses anyway. Either way, another invulnerability potion has been used on the Warden, but she will be forced to heal up through the moon walls. Ogre Mauler has been taken down as well, so that's not an easy unit to kill. He takes quite a lot of damage, and of course, he's rather expensive, so it's very, very bad if he was killed off, because XiXi not only spent quite a bit of resources, but it kind of died a little easily. Anyway, Panda is waiting to get to that level 2. Currently he is only at level 1, so you know he's only being able to toss the Drunken Hazes, but there we go with the next Drunken Haze. He does not have enough mana for a Breath of Fire, so will not be able to combo that up at all. Healing potion has been given to the Warden, able to keep her alive for a little while. XiXi able to, I guess, withstand this attack thanks to his double Ancient of Wars. But for now he is being pressured in his base. He's being contained. Thankfully his expand has yet to be discovered. Double Ancient of Wars as well, so we're going to have a couple of Dryads out very, very soon. But yeah, again, onto the predicament of being a Night Elf. If you go Bears, which is the next option, which is not as effective for Riflemen, but it's pretty effective for Spellbreakers, and the Panda gets taken down thanks to the Stormbolt. It was able to prevent him from TPing out. So nicely done for Yumiko. And of course, Yumiko is implementing that Goblin Zeppin into his unit micromanagement. We'll be able to keep as many units as alive, hopefully. I mean, look at that. He's got like 1, 2, I guess you could say 3 units in the reddish area in the health bar. So, I mean, he's being able to save those units, and he didn't have to pay for anything. Tree of Eternity is on the way, so it looks like we might have bears coming out fairly shortly. But of course, don't count too much on that fact. 57 versus 57. But of course, I think the army composition for Yumiko is slightly better. Even though the hero combination, I guess it would very much favor XiXi. He did lose his Panda, and of course he did get to level 2, so he'll be able to combo in the future. Maybe, just maybe, XiXi might be able to pull this off. I mean, he's had to expand for a very long time, so it's not like it's a bad thing, but a bad thing might happen if Yumiko finds this base. That looks like that's going to happen. Thankfully, the Panda does have a TP scroll, so we'll be able to respond as quickly as possible. The Warden is a little roughed around the edges, and of course will not be able to join in on the fight of the expand, but of course the Moonwells are pretty useful. We'll be able to regenerate through those. Now, the Moonwells are specifically targeted by Yumiko. Very smart. I mean, your opponent can't generally do too much without them. So it's very vital that those are focused down. Entangled Goldmine is being targeted. I guess it kinda makes sense to target that one since it will eventually prevent Wisp from mining it. And of course going after the main building just results in more time wasted because Wisp can go and repair. So we are going to have a counterattack coming in from XiXi. Warden is moving out first. Headstrong maybe. Okay, she's going to go after this single rifleman. Very close to getting level 5, but it will not be the case for her just yet. We do have a couple of bears out, currently one in the front line. Only adept trained. Master training is halfway there, but XiXi could potentially get this cancelled thanks to the human army. Pretty much nothing to say, actually. Ancient of Wars, maybe they need to uproot and maybe be a little more useful, I guess. Level 3 has been gained on the Panda, so level 2, most likely, Breath of Fire has been picked up here. Okay, we're gonna have all the footmen being picked up by Yumiko. Is gonna move it somewhere. This might lead to a base race. It looks like both players are base racing this. No TP scroll for Yumiko whatsoever. We do have a TP scroll for XiXi though, so that's in his favor. What's also on his favor is the number of bases in the map. So he currently has 2. And Yumiko hasn't really fully destroyed the other one, so yeah, I mean, Yumiko could potentially lose this despite looking like being ahead for a very long time. So what I would expect Yumiko to do is spend his gold probably to build up very cheap buildings so that they can rebuild society, I guess. I mean, we already have a peasant in the top right. Better be careful not to aggro the red dragon. Alright, Tree of Eternity has nearly fell. We do have the keep being destroyed way earlier on. And there we go, the Tree of Eternity has been destroyed. Yeah, this is not looking good for XiXi, but then again, he is nearly done destroying Yumiko's base as well. Just 2 more buildings after this farm. Yep, 2 more buildings, and this will most probably be game, unless of course Yumiko places down some cheeky building that prevents him from losing. Maybe like a tower. I don't think he has enough resources for a farm. Looks like a tower is going to be built over here. 30 gold. And yes, it will be a tower that will keep Yumiko in the game for a little longer until that tower is destroyed. But that could be scary because, I mean, XiXi could have maybe produced an army for destroying that tower. I'm kind of lost in my memories right now. Not memories, mind. Oosh. I might need a nap after this. I am getting a little tired over here. But, yeah, I mean, all the items being sold, probably just to compensate and maybe build more buildings. We're gonna have another, we're gonna have a farm over here. Much better than a scout tower in my opinion, because farms, although they cost a little more, they do take a very, very big beating. Hopefully you'll be able to give enough leeway for XiXi to win this game. The Warden did take out the tower in the bottom right. so don't have to worry about that sneaky building over there. Dryads, I guess, trying their best to maybe destroy those farms, but of course those farms are immune, or at least very, very resistant to piercing damage, so the only thing that could possibly work is siege weapons. Alright, here we go. The Warden is going to be focused down very early on, but she'll be able to blink out as sufficiently as possible. XiXi with his doubling shield lore units, I guess, trying his best because he did destroy a farm. The final farm for Yumiko is currently in the middle of this battalion of units, I guess. But hopefully by the time I don't know. Let's stop that. Stop that train of thought. I don't exactly know what I am talking about here. But yeah, Yumiko, basically if he loses this building, he pretty much loses the game, because he is being revealed right now. So his opponent knows where his final building is. I guess it just comes down to when will that happen. I am... Ugh. Town is under siege. What town? I have no idea which town is currently being sieged, but I'm surprised that XiXi just doesn't completely run over and destroy this farm. That is not going to be happening. Yumiko realizing now, oh, GG is going to be called instead, so Yumiko is going to lose game 1 of this best of 5. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. I did kinda get extremely tired in near the ending of the video, so do apologize about that. I will try and fix the screen stuttering as well. Anyway, I'll see you guys in game 2. Take care.